Welcome to today's Explainer. We're looking at a phenomenon that feels incredibly modern, yet surprisingly, its roots can actually be mapped out through a really ancient lens. We're talking about the late-night digital scroll. You know the exact feeling, right? The lights are out, your body is completely exhausted, but your thumb just keeps swiping. You suddenly desperately need to know how a medieval castle was built out of mud at 2 a.m. It's the modern struggle of doom scrolling, where the whole world is quiet but your screen is just so loud. Okay, let's dive into this.
I want you to really think about something for a second. Be honest with yourself. Are you choosing your bedtime, or is your phone making that decision for you? Seriously, when was the last time you consciously decided, okay, it's time for sleep, put your device away, laid your head on the pillow, and just closed your eyes? For so many of us, sleep only happens when we accidentally pass out after an hour of navigating a massive digital labyrinth. Our devices have completely hijacked that natural transition into rest. But why is it so incredibly hard to just turn the thing off?
To understand this, we can look through a really specific astrological framework that maps perfectly onto our modern tech habits. It's called Rahu in the third house. So the third house governs our thoughts, our daily habits, learning, conversations, and the media we consume. It basically dictates how we process information. Now introduce Rahu into that house. Rahu is a planetary energy that acts like a giant magnifying glass for desire, obsession, and this constant urge for something new. When you combine the house of information with an energy of insatiable desire, well, the mind rarely feels satisfied. There's always going to be another article to read, another message to answer, always another notification to check.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the intense contradiction this energy creates within us. Your body is physically exhausted. Your eyes are literally heavy. You've been working hard all day. But mentally, you are wide awake. Your curiosity is just wildly active. And this massive difference between physical fatigue and mental alertness is exactly what delays sleep night after night. The body is completely prepared for recovery, but the mind continues exploring digital worlds long after the physical day has ended.
You know exactly how this downward spiral plays out. It starts innocently, just a few minutes of scrolling. Bam, 30 minutes vanish. Next thing you know, you've watched 10 completely unrelated videos, and now you're deep into an endless digital conversation in the comment section. One search leads to another search. The brain immediately learns to associate bedtime with high-speed activity instead of relaxation. The habit strengthens night after night. It builds and builds until it becomes a completely trapped automatic response.
Let's ground this ancient concept in some modern biology, because sleep science explains exactly why this pattern feels so incredibly powerful and difficult to break. Bright screens literally suppress melatonin. That's the crucial hormone that helps regulate your body's natural sleep cycle. But, it's not just the light. It's the fact that just 20 minutes of this high-level stimulation can delay your melatonin production by hours. Constant digital stimulation keeps your nervous system on high alert by activating attention, curiosity, and emotional engagement. So instead of preparing for deep sleep, your brain is expecting continuous novelty. Even after you finally put the phone away, your mind is still racing, replaying headlines, social media posts, and conversations.
And this brilliantly illustrates the core of the problem. The mind continues chasing the next piece of information, even when the body desperately needs rest. Rahu naturally seeks more. The search itself becomes the addiction. Modern technology and smartphone algorithms are quite literally designed to satisfy and exploit exactly these impulses. Every swipe offers something a little different. The algorithms are built from the ground up to keep your attention engaged for as long as possible. So someone with this mindset feels especially vulnerable to these endless digital loops because they naturally seek constant mental stimulation. The satisfaction just keeps moving further and further out of reach.
But hey, it is absolutely crucial to understand that this restless energy isn't inherently a bad thing. In the daylight, it's an absolute superpower. It creates excellent communication skills, creative thinking, adaptability, courage, and really strong writing ability. It fosters this profound, genuine desire to learn. Many journalists, researchers, content creators, entrepreneurs, and innovative thinkers deeply benefit from this trait because it encourages brilliant exploration and originality. The real challenge isn't the energy itself, it's learning where that curiosity needs to end each day, because even the brightest, most active mind needs moments without input.
Let's move to and see how this builds into the deeper psychological lesson here, which is learning to draw a firm boundary between two very different states of being: curiosity and compulsion. Curiosity expands your life. It's healthy, it's generative, it builds you up. Compulsion, on the other hand, just fragments your attention. Look, technology has this incredible power to educate, inspire, and connect us, but that is only true when it remains a tool. When it becomes a master, it simply drains us. Real wisdom includes knowing when enough information is simply enough.
So the crucial point is we have to actively retrain the nervous system. We have to create new boundaries. Turn off our notifications right before bed. Physically place the phone across the room. Make it hard to reach. Pick up a physical book instead. Journal those lingering thoughts just to get them out of your head and onto paper. Or just practice quiet meditation for a few minutes. These small, intentional routines teach your brain a completely new language. They signal that nighttime is no longer meant for endless consumption. Nighttime is for calm. Nighttime is for recovery.
To do this successfully, we have to fundamentally reframe how we actually view rest. Sleep is not time lost. It is the absolutely crucial period when your brain organizes memories, processes emotions, and restores your creativity. When your mind is so active all the time, it's really easy to feel like sleep is a waste of time or that you're somehow missing out on the latest updates. But stepping away from the influx of information is mechanically necessary for generating new understanding. Sleep is when your brain does the heavy lifting of making sense of the world. Because ultimately, the greatest discoveries do not always appear on a glowing screen. Some of life's most meaningful insights emerge only after the mind becomes completely quiet. When you reclaim your bedtime from endless scrolling, you're reclaiming something far more valuable than just a few extra hours of sleep. You're reclaiming your attention. You're reclaiming your peace. You're reclaiming your ability to wake up with a mind that is ready to truly experience life rather than just endlessly consume it. So I'll leave you with this. Are you ready to take your night back?